Try that again. Everyone seemed to gather up a little better there. But again, that could just be because, you know, we had a good set of RNG there. Like, the lobby in Chapter 3 has so many different variables that can happen that I'm not going to base that being a good Chapter 3 lobby on one attempt. That is not how this works. Not with that lobby. But if that gun guy is always going to walk backwards, then that's actually really good. Like, if he always walks backwards, that is actually very good. So, maybe that's actually a good way to do it. Let's find out. It might even be worth just doing this run until Chapter 3, even with a bad Chapter 1. Yeah. Get gone? Then get gone. Let me think about dangerous. That's bad. You're the one that survives! Hello! Too early. Yep. The way that RGG does it is very good. I thought that was too early. I got very lucky. I also should have let go of the fist. Come on, please. Are you the one that survives? No. You are! Cool. Still a terrible graveyard, but I'll take it. It's a 107. I'll take it. Should be lower than that, but I'll take it. But yeah, I'm not... It's kind of the same. The more... It's kind of weird. The more that I see game reveals, the less I give a fuck if your game reveal only has cutscenes and CG stuff. Like, I want to see gameplay. Even if your game is a goddamn turn-based RPG, you show me those fancy special moves that you spent so long making. Like, there is a lot, even in turn-based RPG trailers, that you can infer from gameplay stuff. Like, there's a hell of a lot you can infer from gameplay stuff. Like, I'm so tired of games just being CG trailers. Like, show me some actual gameplay, show me some fancy stuff you've been working on, you know? I didn't think I was gonna hit that top guy after he started walking backwards. I got lucky. But that's kind of my biggest pet peeve at the minute. It's just, I want gameplay trailers. Stop giving me CG. You can have CG in there. You can have, like, only 10 seconds of gameplay. I just want to see some gameplay, you know? Just a tiny bit, please. Like, I understand why CG trailers and big story-heavy trailers are the things that do it for people, but just, like, as somebody that just doesn't like watching the story stuff beforehand, I don't really like that kind of thing. And you can get a good gauge for a game from an actual gameplay trailer, you know? Yeah, 100% Hoxie, 100%. Everyone is fooling themselves if they think KH4 is looking like that. Well, looking like that visually, yes. But playing like that when it comes out? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is a CG movie right there with a couple of fake UI stuff slapped on top of it. And they can try and recreate it, and they will probably do a good job of trying to recreate it. But it ain't gonna be that. It absolutely is not. And again, that's another reason why I like games being announced a bit close to their release, because you get actual proper gameplay. Try a second to switch click animation for any video it plays. It's a good question. Bad menuing. Nice, thank you for dodging that way. That was going to be very terrible if he didn't move that way. That was a very bad setup on my part. Bad menuing to bad setup. Yikes. My menuing is getting a little better in these resets. Just needed to warm up my menuing a little bit. I can rush this, yeah. Fine. I hate that fight spawn. Excuse me. Again, this is an area trigger, so I don't have to worry about these guys. Okay. And polished kind of glance. Yeah, exactly. Like it's very easy these days to tell what is a real trailer and what isn't. And again, that's kind of like how I liked how Sega handled the Lost Judgment reveal. You know, you had your CG story stuff, and then you had actual gameplay stuff, and it was very clear which was which. And it is obviously quite clear, like, the line between gameplay and movie with the RPG games these days. But, like, even in gameplay like this looks absolutely gorgeous. Also, please bring back rain in the Dragon Engine games, like, because this looks good, and yeah, sure, it wasn't the greatest on base PS4, but, like, it still handled it better than Lost Judgment did. Please bring back rain. Die, God. Die. Gosh. Man's gotta go. Man's gotta go. Does everyone need good rain? Yeah, like, as we've said a couple of times, bring back this rain, because it looks gorgeous. Like, it's gonna impact base PS4, but again, it's at that time where if you want to move forward with, like, future of, like, RGG... Fucking hell, alright. I think it was that good, what the fuck? If you want to move forward with, like, RGG games and stuff like that, you kind of need to make concessions at some point. And, like, I don't know if you can make it so the PS4 base version doesn't have variable weather, but, like, give us rain again, and as Hoxie said the other day, give us snow. Give us that gorgeous snow from, like, K1 and the originals. Like, give us that back. 5 as well. And, like, I know it's... I'm not asking for it to, like, land and, like, fall on the floor and, like, accumulate and stuff like that, because that's way too much. I'm just asking for, you know, the actual weather to, like, actually be changeable at points in the games again. Because that is nice. It is, like, really cool when you walk outside and it's like, oh, it's raining. Like, that's a little bit unrealistic, but... If they're looking at making their super game, maybe RGG Snow Simulator. Remake Yakuza 5's hunting section. Let's go. Remake Yakuza 5's hunting section with RDR2 Snow. It's the only way I accept that as being a good hunting section anymore. Oh, I guess we're going to pick up the gold plate for a second. I was going to run past it. That would have been bad. For those who don't know, we need that gold plate for selling for money in Chapter 4. When we get to Chapter 4, I'll explain why. This is looking a little better, at least, but we'll see. White spawn. It's good. It's on the left. That doesn't matter. 50% processing power used on the snow. Heck yeah. It's gonna be the same length as Yakuza 5's hunting section, so really, really short if you know what you're doing. But it looks good. GTA SA remake. It's not. I thought I was gonna miss because his body being in the way. I think I just stabbed the body to stab the guy behind him. Good fight. Good chapter again. Cool. Going into Chapter 3 with actual decent time, it's a Easter miracle. It's not even Easter end. Let's go. Please no bad NPCs. I've already had some stinkers. Please no more. I knew he was going to get pushed towards me. Unlike these two. What is going on with these two right now? I am so stunned that didn't actually slow me down. What the hell was going on with those two? Alright. Hey. Nice. I can... Here's the weird thing. I can still do Chapter 2 faster than that. Is this finally our run that gets to Chapter 4? Let's find out. Now I'm upset because I don't want to test the left-hand side method. I wanted to test the left-hand side method with a bad Chapter 3. This is not a bad run so far. Damn it. I know what I'm like. I'm still gonna try it. I hate this. I hate this about me. Every time that I do, like, a good run, and I'm, like, a couple of seconds ahead, I'll always be like, what if I change this up and then realize, oh, that was shit. Runs that are on PB pace are not the time to test things out, buddy. What are you doing? Nice view. Good luck with the rest of work. Finally got a decent run going into Chapter 3 for once. That one's too far away. Please don't break the sword. Thank you. Dragon Engine shenanigans means that if you touch the sword with your foot, you can break it. Oh, it's the best. Oh, That's the best. Okay. Okay. That wasn't bad. Not great. That wasn't bad. It's fine. I'll take that. That's my snowball fight minigame, but with good controls. That's their Fortnite killer. They're remaking the Yakuza 5 snowball fight. Be a free-to-play game. Microtransactions and cosmetics. Thank you for actually knocking me out that combo so I didn't accidentally break Sword Guy's sword. That's very good. I should have done a normal set of combos there. Who's alive? You're alive, my dude. I'll waste one hit on him, he's fine. I need to grab the sword while I was there. My dude. Joe head being most friends come-esque, absolutely. One day I'll get that in a 2-hit combo again. Nice. Damn it. Okay, good. I was wondering if that would delay me from getting that hit off before that mod ran out. I'm a little slower than PB through this bit right now. But I'm only like a second off, so we're reasonably. Ah, it's a shame. Now it's gonna be a bit worse. Still wondering whether I pocket the sword to be a bit quicker than throwing it. Also, weirdly, that door doesn't follow the rules of the double door rule. Well, I didn't get one of my hits, but at least I did the running attack this time, I guess. I don't know what's been happening there today, but it's been very frustrating. Oh, bad menuing. See, bad menuing is what's causing me a whole bunch of time loss. If I go left-hand side, that I'm really tempted, but if something goes wrong... Let's stick right. Stick right. Don't fuck about. This hasn't been the greatest chapter freeze, but don't fuck about. Ow. Bit late, mate. I think left could be better, but let's stick right. I really want to try it so badly. Goodbye, gun. It's on the stairs. I do need that. So far away, though. Oh, slow on that. Good gun. Fuck you. I don't have time to go back. Don't have time to go back. Ugh, that's gonna fuck us up. That's gonna fuck us up badly. No gun for endgame. Shit, he moved over. Nice. Okay. Lucky. Very lucky. Not a good chapter 3. Very, very bad chapter 3. I think I lose time. Stab Ryuji, he attack Ryuji. I'm gonna do this method because it worked last time. Stab Ryuji. Hit Ryuji with sword. Actually hit Ryuji with sword, I should have delayed that attack. No, for the future. Yeah, time loss is gonna occur, I think. Ouch. FOV is PC only, yeah. Not a good chapter 3. I can do this chapter way better than this. Like, actually way better. Yeah, there's that time loss. Like, I'm not even talking, like, in regards to my gold. I saved time in that? I knew my chapter 3 and my PB was kind of bad, but, like, what the fuck? We're not even at the chapters where I'm going to be losing a metric ton of time yet. That's chapter 5 onwards. Could be this chapter onwards. Let's not get too comfy with this chapter just yet, shall we? I'm also now worrying that I missed the gold plate, because that's the only thing I can think of to justify that chapter 2. So grab this gold plate. We need it for money. Please secure. Bad NPC spawns. So as we get to the red car, side and power it up for sprint. We wait until we get to here because we need this sprint to last a long time in this chapter. Note to self, different taxi. Remember the taxi that Old had told you? Not yet though. Later. Just remember it. just remember it. Fuck the muscle memory. When going for Junker, up by 4. Remember that. No fight spawn, that's nice. Ah. I'm gonna bump into that guy. Movement is so very important. I'm messing it up. Yeah, just remember. It's easy. It's a text skip, it's not a start skip. These good NPCs, don't like this guy. Fuck you, don't like her. Fuck you. Ouch, that was a bad hit. You don't want to get hit too many times on Kaoru because she has extra text dialogues for half her HP. Bad NPC spawns. Love to fucking see it. Oh my god, he's actually... Look at all those NPC spawns in the middle of what's supposed to be that stationary pack of 4. This guy's in the way as well. If I get close to the guy on the left, there's a cutscene. Oh my god. Damn. Somebody ordered some hot garbage, because here it is. Awful. Ooh. Terrible. Alright. The big shopping trip. If you're down to 2 muscle soda, you have to rectify that in a little bit, but I'm going to run past Don Quixote first, get to this sub-story. As soon as he says don't be such a stick in the mud, skip the rest. What's the next one? Damn it. Run forward, then go to the right. Sometimes you have a little EXP discrepancy, so we grab this locker key to be able to fix that. So locker key to get ourselves an experience tome. We now go up by 1 on the taxi list. If you got to the chapter with just 1 muscle soda or 0, use that green vending machine to the right. We are on the quick drink route, so that's good. Want to go up here. If you've got 2, you do not need muscle soda until later on, which is very, very nice. You want to be on the quick drink route as much as possible. Grab the platinum plate. I still wonder about trying to break those cabinets by running into them to see if you can, like, get through there faster, but it's like the time lost to doing that compared to the time lost of just, or the time lost of just walking around. Yeah. Because Dragon Engine shenanigans, I mean, we can break that if you wanted to. Lock a key for a blood cake chainmail, ups our attack, lowers our defense. Phone call number 1 in a second. That's not bad for movement. All the way up to here is not too bad. Up by 4 for this taxi. Again, it doesn't matter. This is, yes, the one I want for later as well. It doesn't matter speed too much for this bit, as long as you can get to the NPC in time, which we definitely will do with that first phone call. This locker key gets us a 36 hit oak wood katana. That's going to be our weapon for the early to mid game. Wait, form. Let me on my alerts extra loud today. I thought they're extra loud today. Why are their volumes variable? Oh, thank you in a second. I need to concentrate for 2 seconds. 1, 2, 1. That's a bad menu. I know what that menu is, and that's a bad menu. I don't like these NPCs. Rishi Ferry, thank you very much for the tier 1. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good evening tonight. Now we go to the pharmacy. So, fun fact, in OG2, this bit is completely different to K2. In K2, even in New Game Plus, you have to wait the 2 minutes for both phone calls. Or both minute and a half, I think it is. And then you can buy the key item that allows you to progress the story. In OG2, you can buy it any time. You don't even have to wait for this bit to start. Position myself better here. Got here, plenty of time left. It doesn't matter if you buy 1 healing item by accident. If you're a new runner, it actually helps a lot. Because this run does get kind of hard towards the end game. And Shofukucho. Note to self. Mahjong Parlor, Iwao Bridge. We're changing the routes. We are changing the routes. Feck. I did that in my PB as well, to be fair. Can't be too mad at that. Fuck that up in my PB. My free time save. Alright, so we have to go to the Mahjong parlor first. Again, this is where you get one of the big, massive differences between OG2 and K2. In OG2, if you speak to the... Why is that so loud? I feel like it's getting louder. You speak to the door guard 15 times, he gets so pissed off with you that he starts a fight with you, and when you win that fight, he lets you in. In K2, you don't get that luxury. Keep OLP, thank you very much for the Prime Gaming as well. Hope you're also having a good night. Evening. This way. Fuck, forgot it turns us around. Also, that stops any fight spawn from potentially being here. Not bad. Okay.
Boy.
That is a text skip. I swear that's a text skip. I'm messing it up. I'm watching VODs. That's all good. It's where the VODs are there. Like, I've said many times to many people, if you can't catch streams live, it's okay. Like, if you want to just watch PB highlights, that's okay. Like, you should never, ever, like, risk your personal health over, like, watching streams. Like, your life comes first. Don't ruin your life over streams. Like, never do that. What you should do is do what I do here, where you go into this locker key set, you pick up everything from the tome to the weapon. And then you go over here, and you make sure that Yoshi's doing his tricks. Someone usually dodges this hit in this fight. Yoshi? Actually got him today. That was a bad menu. Is this live? No, I'm a view bot myself. None of you are view bots. I'm a view bot. I'm a view bot. I'm viewing this right now. You can't deny it. Literally, I'm like a second delay, therefore technically I am a view bot. Yeah. Checkmate. Checkmate non-view botters, I have won. Checkmate real view bots, I have won. Bad fight spawn position, but going the right way, so we're okay with this. I am the view bot now. Haha. I'm looking forward to opening up Twitter later to see popular speedrunner admits they are a view bot. Black Mirror episode. Yeah, it's perfect, actually. View botception. Wow. I need that on a soundboard. Just the Inception noise. Someone's gonna have it. We're the streamers, yes, not me. You're all controlling the viewbot, controlling the stream. Hey. I still wonder if that's a start skip or not. This definitely isn't. Can I have a good Mahjong parlor fight? Am I allowed that? Is that a thing? Good Mahjong parlor fights are very hard to come by. If you want a good Mahjong parlor fight, go watch Yakuza 0. Specifically any percent. Hi Mara, thank you for 11 months and your view botting Prime Gaming. I appreciate it. Touchpad plays K2. Well, if they know to get Muscle Soda, I think they'll be fine. Oh my god. Aggression on this guy. Oh fuck. There goes my spare healing. I need a Saki dead, which is why I go after him early. Ideally, this guy would have died, but you know. Terrible. Terrible! It's fine. If we go fast, it should be okay. Let's find out. Fight spawn at the very end is good. This means I can get around the corner. As long as you have good movement here, you can get past this fight spawn. All you need to do is cut this corner here with cones, which I didn't do, but still have time. Again, good movement helps. Refresh muscle soda, and this is you on the good drink route. This muscle soda should last you until the start of chapter whatever the fuck Hayashi fight is in. 6? 7? I forget. Cabaret. You interact with this in any way, shape, or form, the time at the top stops. Therefore, I'm not. 8. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's way off the mark. Oh yeah, because 5 is Colosseum and Clan Creator. 6 is 16-bit. 7 is Hayashi. 8 is Shindo. 9 is, oh god, we gotta deal with Takashi's bullshit all over again. Wait, no. I'm drunk. I fucking wish I was drunk. I actually haven't had alcohol in like 8 years, actually. Frederick26, thank you for the Prime Gaming and extending the hype train. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the Cabaret with all of our wonderful patrons right now. Chucking them all out because they're a rowdy bunch, the slot. A very rowdy bunch, the slot. But yeah, this is our lovely break segment. Yeah. Yeah. This is where we come into the hard part. May help people like to drink alcohol? Probably not. Probably not. I'm not risking it. I've had a bottle of rum just in the back of my house for like the last 8-9 years at this point that I've just got unopened. He says we're struggling Yakuza 5 runner. Suffer with the rest of us. The only tip I can give you is there are good times in that game. Trust me, don't worry about it. Honestly, it's gonna sound weird. Make safety saves for preferably the start of every chapter, but you also kind of don't need to for the Haruka, obviously. If you're struggling with 5, do a bunch of Kiryu % runs over and over, where you just do Kiryu's part, because there's a lot of stuff that's in Kiryu's part that can go wrong, and with Kiryu's part, you can concentrate on like having quite a good bunch of gameplay as well as like a good bit of speed tech. I'd recommend that for Shinada's part and the finale as well, and parts of Saejima as well. You can skip the majority of Saejima's first and second parts, and the entirety of the third part. In fact, load up Tsukumino and realize how bad Tsukumino is, and then start to hate it even more. That's how you enjoy Yakuza Part. The more you experience Tsukumino, the more you realize, oh, the rest of the game's really bloody good. But when you're doing Tsukumino, you realize, boy, this is shit. What is this level of fight spawn aggression? Shinada and Saejima? Shinada's obvious because Saejima has a lot of time loss because of the fact that there's so much downtime for that boy. And also the fact that, you know, Tsukumino is one of the worst cities for fight spawns, specifically, in any Yakuza game ever. It's fucking terrible. Like, you would think that a map that is essentially a rectangle wouldn't be that bad. It's fucking bad. Like my movement here. Damn. That's gold. It's the power of that taxi. Saejima combat good. That's the upside. Saejima combat good. Saejima Tsukumino bad. This is where we start losing time. Don't fuck about with clan creator. Do it another time. I should have made a safety save because I want to do a safety save and test stuff out with clan creator. I have ideas. Having discussions with you has made me kind of want to reroute clan creator. I should have risked the telephone. It was this far down. Shinada is just practice, unfortunately. Shinada, when you get to grips with Shinada's combat in the speedrun, it's actually really good fun. Like, Shinada's got, like, some of the actual, like, most, like, actual solid combat in 5, if you look at it from, like, a point of view of, like, how much you get interrupted during Shinada's bit, how long is Shinada's bit, and also how fun the combat is. It's very samey, but the fact that Shinada has, you know, memories of Zero Majima is kind of cool, and does make it change up a nice little bit. It's also kind of hilarious how, like, Yakuza 5 really wants you to level Shinada up a lot, but in the speedrun, we're just like, no. No. The more you level up Shinada, the kind of worse it gets to the speedrun, because then you get, like, extra, like, bells and whistles onto all of his combos, which you, funnily enough, don't want for once. Shinada's base combos are actually really good, for the speedrun, at least. I almost fucked up there. Right D-pad, my dude. That Chiba right there, he is the one that is the big problem in this fight. It's not the assassin at all. The assassin's not a problem. The problem is Chiba there kicking the assassin away from you. That has happened more times than I can count. It is infuriating when that happens. Like, actually infuriating. Bad. I should have despawned this. I'm risking it. If I go this way, it shouldn't insta-fight with me, so I can get the Don Quixote and just de-aggro it, and then despawn it with Don Quixote. But now I'm coming in at the wrong angle, so it's a bit weirder. Fuck. Bad menu. I fucked it. Oh, more healing items. Let's go. I fucked it. Bad menu. We're losing time in this chapter no matter what. Even if I have like a 46 hand creator, we're losing time. Yeah, that's terrible. Shit. Such a bad menu. Such a bad menu. That sucks. Oh well. We'll save time elsewhere. I knew I would start getting nervous when I hit this chapter, considering how good this chapter was in my PB. Also, why am I taking such a wide angle here, for example? Like, Jesus Christ. On spikes on one corner on the way back to Bad Cabaret Recruit. Yep, that's Sukamino. Welcome to literally the hell of every Yakuza 5 runner. It fucking sucks, doesn't it? Like, I have no words of comfort for you outside of you are not alone. We've all been there and we will all be there again. Sukamino fucking sucks. One thing I would recommend is learning the... What do we call it? The 60%? Is that what it is? If you tilt your control stick like 60% so that you're like not full running, but like kind of half jogging, you'll be able to just walk past fight spawns. Now you do have to be careful of, you know, fight spawns hidden inside of civilians, which, you know, there's not much you can do about that because they're fucking evil in Yakuza 5. But by learning the actual move speed to walk past fight spawns, you will have a bit of a better time. Not a fully better time, you'll have a bit of a better time. You will still have to deal with Sukamino and all of its absolute fucking shit. But you have a better time. I hate your hitbox. I hate Karu! I hate this guy's hitbox. Yeah, that's it, Pesby. Like, I literally was like a minute ahead, and then I lost like over a minute to the finale, or the chapter in the finale. So, I need to do well from this chapter onwards, and so far, it's not going well. Love to see it. But yeah, the FOV stuff is unfortunate. We know it's unfortunate. Like, it's not the best to watch, but we have to do it for K2. I need to reword that message a bit better. It's basically for a whole bunch of, like, time save stuff, especially in the finale. A bunch of time save stuff and also a bunch of enemy spawn stuff. Hey, could you do me a favor and behave? Because you didn't actually behave in my PB, and I kind of need this time back. Kind of really need this time back. I almost fucked that up. So I'll go through my ideas for Clan Creator when we get to the Clan Creator. I'm not going to actually implement them now because I don't want to... I want to test stuff, you know, in a run that's, like, actually ahead and doing, you know, kind of really well. Because that would be, you know, kind of bad. God, I wish we could find a skip for Clan Creator. So much. Imagine if we could skip it. Because here's the ironic thing. Most minigames in the Yakuza speedruns you can actually skip. And you actually do get the text box if you press the start menu to skip the minigame. But it just restarts the previous cutscene and you have to do the minigame anyway. Like, it will force you into a loop to do the minigame until you do the minigame. Which really, really sucks. Really sucks. Okay. So I think that Clan Creator can go quicker. Well, we've been having conversations. I agree with you that I think that actually Clan Creator could probably go a little better. Mostly because of the guy in the grey tracksuit there. It's more white, we call it grey. My eyes aren't working. It's fine. So, my ideas, even with the start here, you could potentially tell Grey Tracksuit Guy to go to the very top. So my ideas are Majima and Grey Tracksuit Guy at the top for Wave 1. Then for Wave 2, everybody else bar Majima and Grey Tracksuit Guy down here. Should we take care of these fast? Thank you. Because look how good Grey Tracksuit Guy is, right? is not. 14 seconds is bad. 14 seconds is really bad, actually. Ouch. Because there's only one wave here. Like, there's only one wave at the bottom. So, if you have Great Tracksuit Guy at the top dealing with these alongside Majima, they'd probably get dealt with a lot quicker. Whereas, if you had everybody else here, obviously you've got the slight problem of maybe they get past, but maybe they don't. This is bad. This is slow. This is slow. This is just that big RNG moment in the run. If you had Great Tracksuit Guy up there, he'd be a lot closer to obviously deal with those guys as well. Ooh, 1 damage buff for Majima. You don't want too many on Majima because Majima has a spin move that will get you in a bit of trouble. Nice. Okay. I wonder if... See, we're thinking of getting rid of that. They should deal with him. Yeah. Because if you could get rid of that, you would save a little bit of time. So... I'm pumping damage into Gungai because I don't want Majima to do his spin, and hopefully Gungai can get a cheeky shot in. 52 is 1 second slower than PB, so it wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but the first round was bad. The rest of them were good. So those are kind of my thoughts. A bit more involvement for Grey Tracksuit Guy. I think that with Grey Tracksuit Guy at the top with Majima, where most of the spawns come in, as long as they don't let the enemy pass, which could be a thing, maybe you put Grey Tracksuit Guy back a bit because of that, then those two should be able to deal with all of them. Now, the problem is, Nishida deals with enemies in one hit, but he has slow attacks. The guy on the right, the other tracksuit guy, the other bronze, he is not very quick at dealing with enemies, and he has quicker attacks, but he takes 2 hits to kill all the enemies. So, my thought is, Gungai Nishida tracksuit guy down the bottom to deal with enemies, because there's only one wave, then bring them into the middle for ones that Majima and Grey Tracksuit Guy miss, and then have Grey Tracksuit Guy and Majima at the top to deal with those 2 waves. That's my idea. Look at that time loss. Terrible. Bad chapter. Those are my ideas for Clan Creator. There was a big miss menu in Don Quixote that caused a lot of that time loss. Hey. So, this chapter sucks a little bit because it's very hard to be consistent at. This chapter has our next big set piece. It's not a hard set piece to do, but it's a hard set piece to be consistent at. And if I remember rightly, I only have a singular gun. And that's the big problem. That's the big problem. Singular gun means that I need to pick up 1, hopefully 2 guns in this bit. Longest text mash in the game. None of those are worth start skipping because they're so slow. Or because they're so small even. Maybe the first one, I don't know. Maybe the first one, but I doubt it. Go in, please. Not the greatest. So, our next bit of luck is going to come in the next fight. To stop enemies from getting bad, to stop enemies from getting back up, we need to take care of the 2 main bosses, 1 main boss and the mini boss in this next fight at the same time, as fast as possible. The longer they survive, the more backup is going to get called into the fight. So we really have to hope that these 2 walk together at the start of the fight, and that we can obviously hit them together. They did not. That's 1 extra backup. Which also means 1 less hit on my sword. Or a couple of extra hits on my sword. Not good. Not good. Okay. Fight spawn all the way down at the end. It's not coming this way, so we can risk it. Let's go this way so they don't see us before we get to the taxi. Very nice. And now comes the set piece. This is where shit gets hard. This is where shit gets very hard. Okay. Gonna get our sword out to begin with. Run forward, do our first QTE. Hello to the man in black. We'll be seeing you a lot in this run. Stab. With Master Sword. We're gonna break the barricade to the right. Put sword away and grab this saw. Hoping to get 2 gun drops in this next bit. If I do, this is good. One. Shit, why did I do that? It's terrible. Give gun. Nice. Okay, so I've got my guns. Not fast, but I've got my guns. So, gun corridor. That's how we do gun corridor fast. Dodge shots. Kill that guy. Dodge this guy. Shoot that guy. Throw gun. Grab gun. Put it away. You've got both of your guns now for the end game. Whew. And that's how you rectify not having any guns from Chapter 3. It does require a little bit of luck of having both guns drop in the corridor before that one, because, oh god, that doesn't usually happen. Whew. Shit. There's kind of one shot smaller than the Shino. I should really be using it in that fight. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Really should be using it in that fight. Because I know Tap uses the Nameless a lot more in the early game. Good. Hopefully this katana can take care of the vast majority of enemies here. They do drop their weapons here, but it's a complete pot luck as if you get them or not. Strong attacks for large lance. 4 hits is good for Man in Black. I should probably wait until the start of the fight to do that, because then I won't lose my movement. I'm not sure how this time is going right now. Okay. Give him half a second here. He has iframes, so move forward a tiny bit. And then Frost. Try not to be too close to the boxes. I didn't want to put it away, but it's quicker than throwing it, I think. I still don't know if it's quicker or not. You just want to grab this gas cylinder. And if you remember the Daigo fight back in Chapter 1, same thing applies here, but we got to knock him into the wall on the right so he doesn't fly away with our Muscle Soda attack. Jesus Christ. I don't like it when the body ragdolls like that, because I'm gonna miss. I'll lose time, I think. More doesn't matter how when I narrate it. It's so here's the trick for that hallway. Don't hold lock on. By holding lock on, I figured this out a while ago. If you hold lock on, you can still dodge all the machine gun bullets, but you have to do it at the right timing, because when you hold lock on, you actually dodge a little less than you do by not holding lock on. By not holding lock on, you actually dodge in a much wider spread. It's really weird. Try it yourself, and you'll see. And that's the little secret to the gun corridor. Don't hold lock on. 4-2 is good. That's what we're after. Beautiful. Usually, OG2 as well. Big difference here in OG2. You can go down that right road right there. Obviously, because it's an isometric camera angle, you get different cop spawns, but it's a lot nicer than this. It's a little trickier, but it's a lot faster. So once again, shouts to you, OG2. OG2, the GOAT. So, with K2, a big bit of RNG comes at the top of these stairs. All the police here are going to be randomly spawned. They could be close to us, they could be far away. Let's find out. Use your mini-map. Obviously stay away from the blue dot on the right, because that's the toilets guy, I think. And I think he, it's not a toilets guy, it's a cutscene. Just, anytime you get like a blue or pink dot on your mini-map in these bits, avoid them. There's one cop on the right, one ahead of us, and where's the other one? To the right as well. Okay. Decent spawns. They're all out of the way. 95% of the time to like 99% of the time, you won't have the cops in your way here, even though there's 3 of them. They are all random every single time. Sometimes I have been as unlucky to have all 3 cops in front of me when walking up the stairs at the start of Theatre Square there, all of them blocking literally the way to be able to go. Ain't that a fucking kicker? What an absolute pain in the ass. Text skip. And our stamina continues. I've been wondering about picking up 1 extra Poseidon Power for the bit after this, by the way. Because you can do it in the menu where you go and get the Muscle Soda in Chapter 1. I've been wondering about that. I've been wondering whether it's worth the extra time to obviously re-Poseidon power, because then you won't have to hold for the stairs. I feel like that's a... You use all 10? I use all 10, but I feel like I want to buy one extra for the run back in the next bit. Ah! Bad cutscene skipping is ruining my life. Find out how to eliminate it. In 5 easy steps. There's no easy steps. You don't eliminate it. I've been running these games for years and I still do it. Ooh, that's a fight spawn. If I go left, I should be fine here. Just don't get too close so that I don't start it straight away. Yep. Nasty fight spawn. But I'm thinking of picking up 11th. It's the bit after this bit. Oh, wait a minute. I'm fucking stupid. The new drink route I'm using only uses 9 Poseidon power. I can use the other one here. I'm stupid. Holy shit, I'm really stupid. Wow, that's such a slow match. Holy shit, I'm actually really stupid. I have come to the conclusion. I have learned. Holy shit, I'm actually dumb. Yeah, holy shit, I'm actually dumb. Because by the time that we use the old Poseidon power there, we have sprint level 3. We don't need it. Fucking hell, I'm dumb. Nice. Cool. Alright. If I can get good luck here, because trouble is my PB had a very good fight here, which worries me. My PB had a very, very good fight here, so... Have we tried using the saw on the bartender on the left there? I assume we have. I assume someone has. I assume Tap did at one point. Almost. I'd say that's okay. I'm not upset at that. Could be better, but I'm not upset at that. Like, not too much. That's okay. I'll take that. That can go way, way worse than that. Way worse. Now, if you got 2 muscle soda left, congratulations. If you have 1 muscle soda left or less, you have to go use that green vending machine on the left. This is the quick drink route. This is perfectly timed for how many drinks we got left. The next part as well is an area trigger, so you don't have to worry about despawning enemies or anything like that. Even if you get into a fight, you can just walk straight into the area trigger and it'll despawn the enemies. Granny boy, please stay together. Please stay together, you three, because that is how I save time in this chapter, because my PB, they did not. Cool, good, cool. And end the chapter. I'm still going to lose time because I played badly earlier with the cutscene skips and stuff like that. Cutscene skipping is losing me a bunch of time. Okay, I saved half a second, cool. Cutscene skipping is losing me a bunch of time. But with Chapter 8, you should at this point still have 1 muscle soda left. That's all we need for the start of this chapter. Oh, excuse me. There's no fight spawns. Always keep an eye on your minimap. There's a fight spawn there. That's gotta go. I'd probably risk it, but I'm not going to. I'd rather not. Hammer, X, and circle here, because there is a text from Granny White. You have to use circle to get rid of the text itself, or the email itself, I should say. Granny White has gone off to the top right-hand corner, which we're obviously not going to go by. Don't forget the fucking upgrades this time, you moron. So, in this bit, all the enemies are going to spawn behind us. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves heavy attack level 2. Heavy attack, weapon attack level 2. I'm going to boost my attack a tiny bit. There you go. Spin the camera each time to make it so that I know where the spawn's coming in. Kara really went for the one that's further away, huh? Because she went for that guy, he didn't run forward, which sucks. Okay. 1 hit left on that sword. I could use that for Shenanigans don't have it for Shangri-La, which sucks. But Hayashi, here's what we're going to do. Strong Thrust Hayashi. Here to attack Hayashi once. Attack him as he's getting up. Very nice. Do the QTE. And then hopefully the game gives us the tiny little bit of time that we're hoping for to be able to put our weapon away. Yes. Hold light attack. So you want to hold light attack here because Hayashi in his second phase can go really bloody aggressive. But there's one thing that we have that's really good against him, which you'll see coming up here. By holding our charged light attack, we actually gain a bunch of hyper armor, which is perfect because if he goes aggressive like that, punch run. Hayashi doesn't usually go that aggressive, but he can go very, very aggressive like that, which is why if you do that, you'll have hyper armor and just go straight through it. The one QTE that you don't touch. As fun as it is punching Hayashi, by doing this QTE, you get an extra QTE to punch Hayashi some more. And again, as fun as that is, it is a speedrun. Bounce for me. Small Hayashi bounce. I guess that's a little bit of luck. Shangri-La! This set piece is really hard to be consistent at. There's a lot of luck involved, a little bit of RNG, and a lot of personal play. So, grab yourself an soda, because you are now down to 0. We can run all the way to Shangri-La with sprint level 1, so we don't have to worry about having to obviously get any more sudden power. This is an area trigger, so if that was a fight, we don't have to worry about it. That seems to be better movement than I had before as well. So, gonna run upstairs, and hopefully this goes well. I'm gonna concentrate for a little while here because I have not been doing well at this bit lately. Picks up. Ideally, I like this man's knife. If not, it's fine. It's fine. 2 hits on this guy. I should have pocketed that instead of throwing it, to be honest. So I want to do this bit in this one muscle soda if possible. Good. Not too bad. Always punch doors. These guys last because you can punch through the barricade. Very nice. Bad positioning for these guys. If everyone else could get together, that'd be great. This is not good positioning. One at a time sucks. I don't want that, because I want this one to put away. Get rid of these guys now, that'd be great. Don't hit the sword. Fuck. With this crowbar, hit this wall, throw it. That'll take care of that guy. There's a really good sword behind that guy, but unfortunately it takes way too long to go and get it. It's like one of the strongest swords you can actually get in the game, but it takes way too long to go and get it. So we don't. Punch door. Not too bad. Not too bad. Decent Shangri-La so far. I'm happy with this. Could go a little better, but we're going to grab that crowbar that's on the floor behind us. So this one right here. Run this way. And take care of these guys. Oh, you're alive. Should have waited a little bit on that. So I want this muscle soda to last for the rest of the set piece. You guarded my crowbar? My dude! Good job. I hate you. Good, I pushed him into the door. This guy's one of the most annoying guys in the entire game. He has a hell of a lot of guard considering he has a pipe. So we really want to make sure we get him with 2 hits really quick succession. Good. I want to use this nameless katana that I've got left for this last bit. If we were using the other weapons, we would use the wooden sword, but I thought this was a good Shangri-La, but time-wise, this looks like it's going to be bad. I should move at the start there to try and get, like, more enemies with that. Fuck. Terrible. It was going well until the end. It was going, oh, so very well until the end. Fuck. I should really, like, readjust myself at the start of that fight to be able to hit them better. Like, if I was to, like, come back a bit and to the right so I could get that guy and the large guy, I think that would be a bit better. Ah. That also leaves me with, I hope, at least 3 sword hits. I hope. Shoot to Kashiwagi, start skip Kashiwagi, tech skip Kaoru. Start skip into tech skip. At least I'm on PB pace. That's the thing that I'm happy about. That is the enemy spawn. Don't worry about him. He does not matter. He's running the other way. It's the thing that I worried about was being at PB pace going into, like, this end game. My one worry is I don't have that many weapon hits for this bit. I've definitely used up way more weaponry than I usually do. So, that's my one worry right now. I should have enough in the Nameless for at least the first guy. And if I was to use the Nameless against the 16-bit guys, it would be better. Too early. Don't fuck me. He's gonna fuck me. Daigo fucked me. Daigo fucked me. Wow. See, I didn't want to aim for the ants because the ants will go down in one hit and you can just hit the ants with anything. The problem there is that that guy has a bunch of dodge and a bunch of guard. So by having him do that, that's really not good. And I had enough Nameless as well. Just so. For the drink route, you want to get some muscle soda here. Getting muscle soda here is going to help us going forward. That's going to allow us to get through the next couple of chapters without having to refresh our soda early, whereas my drink route before meant an extra drink refresh, which is really bad. So, just more optimization, more consolidation. We don't need to do the actual level up here. I used to do the sprint level up here, but we don't need to do that here. We can easily make it to the taxi without getting the sprint upgrade. Saves a little bit of time in menuing. Again, walk slightly into Don Quixote in case there's a fight spawn here, but there isn't. So we're good. Thank you for moving out of my way, sir. Appreciate you. Yeah, dodge, guard, and hyper armor. What a guy. So, this bit you can soft lock the game. You've got to be very careful. We need to equip sword, crowbar, and more importantly, gun. So, sword, crowbar. Oops, fuck. Bad menuing. Terrible menuing. You must not kill all the enemies here before the logo disappears. If you do, then this soft locks. Thankfully, we did not. Now, I wanted a sword for this bit, so I'm a little disappointed that it's not dropped. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. The sword has way more length to it, which makes obviously taking care of these guys a lot easier, and they don't guard against the sword. Fuck. Terrible. Terrible. No. Awful. Very bad chapter. Very, very bad chapter. We're going to lose a bunch of time. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, Shindo skip. For Shindo skip, what you want to do is grab the sofa immediately to your right by pressing circle, spin, muscle soda, boop. This is going to send Shindo outside. I forgot to do my level up again. Thank God it doesn't hurt you too much if you don't do your level up. Fucking hell. One of these days. One of these days. Fucking hell. Not good. With this, you want to heat attack Shindo because he's stored up a guard or a dodge. Fuck Shindo. Get your gun out. You want to go down these stairs. One day I'll remember to do my menu there. It's because we used to do our menu in a different place, and my muscle memory for doing it is messed up. But as long as you do it before that heat attack on Shindo, you can still do enough damage. So just don't worry if you're like me and you do it in the wrong place. But if you do it before that bit, you're okay. Gone! Gone! I'm losing time this chapter as well. Thank God we got a lot of time saved later on, eh? Just need the champion district to be nice. The champion district would be very nice. Bad chapter. Very bad chapter. We're probably losing, like, if I had to guess, probably, like, 10 to 12 seconds of time. Honestly. I think in total, I think it's like 10 to 12 seconds of time. So, fair enough. The reason why you want to drop the sofa earlier as well is so that you don't accidentally break the other sofa, because, funnily enough, we still need a sofa. Weird how these things work, isn't it? Bad menu. My dude. Yeah, exactly. And it's weird as well, because the closer you get to Shindo, the lower the bullet hits. So, like, if you get closer to it, it actually hits him, like, in the foot. But if you do it from that far away, hits him right in the chest. How do bullets work? I do not understand. That's a bounce. Fucking hell. That's a lucky Shindo bounce. That's a 7-second time loss. Okay, not as much as I expected, but I'll take that. Ugh. Not good so far. Definitely mid-game time loss for sure. So, bit of filler coming up here. I'm gonna hopefully have no fight spawns on the way anymore. Open my mouth. Let's get despawned, don't worry about it. Nope. Nope. Bad menu again. Don't touch anything, don't touch movement or anything, so you don't walk into the bouncer sub-story. We don't want to be a bouncer today. This bit sucks. It's the one part of the run where a specific fight spawn can end the run. It's really horrific to try and get past, so the nice thing about the high FOV is that actually it gives less chance of having the bad fight spawn. I see a good fight spawn over there, so we should be good. Yep, we're good. The bad fight spawn spawns here, and it's walking towards you. If it's walking this way, you can just about make it past to either the vending machine or the taxi. Life is good. Life is very good. Yakuza runs are doing real good right now. Views also coming over to any percent. We've got a couple of people, and a boy coming over to LAD console as well to give me and Tom a run for our money. Life is good. Yakuza runs are actually thriving right now. It's really good to see. It's really, really good to see. I've been very much enjoying, like, all the discourse around K2. I'm probably, when I can make a safety save, I'm rerouting Clan Creator. I have ideas, and if those ideas work, it should be a couple of seconds faster, like 5 or 6 seconds faster. But it's gonna be even more RNG, and that makes it all the better. It's all gonna rely on both Majima and Grey Tracksuit Guy being the best units that you have. Essentially, what's gonna happen is Majima and Grey Tracksuit Guy are gonna stay at the top wave for all of the waves, and then everybody else is gonna be the one that goes down to the bottom wave. So it's all gonna rely on Majima and Grey Tracksuit Guy not fucking up, which, I mean, they're our good units, right? They shouldn't fuck up, right? 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 Right. 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 I have so much doubt in my mind over this, but, like, if it works out, it should actually be quite a bit faster. They mainly have the same, like, main hub of Kamurocho, but they also have a lot of different hubs. Like this game, we're about to go to Sotenbori right now, so you're about to see a completely different map coming up next. Oh, bad movement. Oh, bad movement. Oh, my dude. That is some dog shit movement. So, you'll be seeing we go to a new place here. This is Sotenbori. This appears in a good couple of the games, actually. About 4 of them. And then there's one new map that got introduced with LAD that's the main drop of Lost Judgment, which is Izazaki Jincho, which is Yokohama. Which is really cool. Red Guy and Grey Guy being behind Majima for insurance. In the middle of wave 3 and 4. Yeah. Like, everybody would move back to the middle for those middle waves, but it's just wave 2 where there's only 1 wave of enemies. I feel like Grey Tracksuit Guy is wasted there when the top wave has 3 sets of enemies. Like, it really feels like the others should be able to... Okay. That fight spawn always scares me. It really feels like the others should be able to deal with that one bottom wave. But again, the problem is you're sending your weak attackers and your slow attackers down there. I've tested giving one attack up to the bronze guy with the sword and the shield. He still takes 2 hits to take care of the enemies, which is the problem. If he was like Great Tracksuit Guy and took care of them all with 1 hit, we wouldn't be having this problem. We'd leave Great Tracksuit Guy at the top. But... because Nishida does well in terms of taking out enemies with 1 hit, but he attacks so slow. So slow. My sword's on a different D-pad button for once, isn't it? Fuck, which D-pad button is my sword on? I think it's on left D-pad, right? Because I need to use my sword here because I've used up too much crowbar. I think it's left D-pad. Why did I pause that? Well, whatever's on left D-pad gets used. I don't mind the crowbar in this way. I quite like the crowbar in this way. Sword. Oh! You tease me. You tease me greatly, you son of a bitch. Range cover way 2 bottom. Yeah, I agree. Like, I don't know if that position correctly is in the center of the barricade, because then he won't run forward as much and potentially, like, lose enemies going by. Maybe you put Gun Guy back a bit. That way enemies will stop at Gun Guy, Nishida can walk forward and attack the enemies that are attacking Gun Guy. That would be a bit out of left field. That might work, but again, it would require the lock of having the enemies not run past. The reason why Gun Guy would be down there would be to clear up any stragglers that get by, because he does kill people in 1 hit, which is really nice. It's just the problem of obviously, you know, obviously doing it slowly. So, I think there's ideas in there. I think there's a lot of ideas in there, but fuck if it isn't a hard piece of shit to do. Do I crowbar, do I sword? I'm still in 2 minds about this. I think, Tap, do you use the saw here? You use the saw here, right? My dude, it's a simple fucking cutscene. Yeah, because these guys suck to take care of with both, like, crowbar and, like, swords. Terrible. See, if they all stand together, crowbar can take them out really quickly, but if they move like that, you just lose time. And again, that's a little bit down to luck of them obviously not moving in the first place, but... Gold? What the fuck? No? No? Ew. What? But yeah, I think that saw there is probably the way to go. Gold? I disagree. 110, 100, 109, 5824. 110, 100, 109, 5824. 110, 100, 109, 5824. You're here on radio. 110, 100, 109, 5824. Down by 5 for this taxi. 4, not 5. Oh my god. Stop saying that every time. It's 4, not 5. You are going to get into trouble one day. You are going to get in a lot of trouble one day. On pace, yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Like, I was hoping to be about 20 seconds within that pace going into chapter 12, so this is good. Still don't know if this is text skip or start skip. I think it's similar for both. Same with this.
Boy.
Oh shit, that's the skip. Fuck me. Alright, never mind. Lost pace. Fuck! I completely forgot that bit's skippable and the rest isn't. Oh, god damn it. I don't have up-to-date notes on this. All my notes are in my head right now. And that's not necessarily a good thing. I'm risking it. Shit! I don't like that. Okay, I have no more crowbar left. Stu, 5,700. Thank you for the Prime Gaming, the 12 months. That's not the right weapon. That's also not muscle soda. Never mind, I'm losing time. Fuck me. It's because my sword is always on up D-pad and I fucked up. Ah, I'm losing time. Fuck me. Losing valuable time going into time save chapter. Terrible. Absolute terrible. Can't believe he's choking it twice in 1 week. Unbelievable. I can't believe it, and I can believe it. Okay, left D-pad. Fuck off, Sim. You know, Caro, if you could have punched him into that combo, that would have been okay. After what you just did. Anyway, I said 20 seconds. It's 10 seconds. I'm okay with this. My Osaka Castle was absolute dog shit in my PB, so this is where we can save a bunch of time. So, you know. You know. Kaoru is, I mean, Kaoru didn't help, but it also didn't help that I picked out the wrong weapon. Like, that definitely didn't help. If I picked out the right weapon, we would have been okay there, but oh well. The trouble is, I'm putting myself under a shit ton of pressure for this chapter. Like, a shit ton of pressure. Because I know that every chapter from this point onwards has giant time saves. Most of the time. Without these guys getting in my way. Like, I know this is the time where the run needs to get good. This guy, oh my god. Like, this is the time where the run needs to go well. Oh my god. Upset. Upset. Not happy with these NPCs. Okay. Here we go. 174. Libertarian. Bike, swing, muscle soda, equipment, saw on up D-pad for me. Nameless, fuck bad menuing. Stats, obviously attack up to 174. Terrible, bad menu. Saw on up D-pad, saw on up D-pad, saw on up D-pad, saw on up D-pad, saw on up D-pad. That's where you usually have it. Saw on up D-pad, saw on up D-pad. Saw on up D-pad. I'm running very tight in terms of weapon usage in this run. A lot tighter than the other day, so I am a little worried about that. Boys, thanks for opening the door. Appreciate that. Every time. It's amazing. Yeah, Zero is very, very good. Zero is absolutely fantastic. I don't think that was too good.
Boy.
I don't think that was too good. Yeah. It was okay. I don't think that was too great. I hit quite a lot of the other enemies together, which was nice, but I kind of messed up before that point. No fights one. Very nice. Can avoid the stairs of the Grand. Actually, muscle soda this time, my dude. Imagine remembering to muscle soda for a Saki. I'm stunned. I'm surprised as you are. Alright. Refresh muscle soda and then go. Bad menuing. Bad menuing. My weapons are something that I am actually kind of worried about right now, if I'm being honest. Not great positioning on my part. I should ban in 14? No, I try and use weapons. Fuck, I didn't move in time. Cycles. I want the muscle soda on for the light attacks. You can heavy attack these guys, but I want the muscle soda on for light attacks just in case. That was almost a bit early, actually. I'm a little worried about that. Oh, fuck me. Playing badly. Playing badly. Roll. Slightly to the side, but that's fine. I might actually use the saw for Kunieda here to try and get rid of him quicker. Trouble is, he will obviously have my saw break. I'm actually, yeah, it's gonna then change. I should probably stick to the saw for the rest of the enemies, but I kind of want to save it for, obviously, you know who. I don't think I have to muscle soda here. I think I'm fine. Maybe I do just in case. I'm surprised that hit. That was early. That was very early. I'm very surprised that hit. That probably should not have hit, if I'm being honest. That's way earlier than I usually do it. My time here is looking okay, which is good. Just have to deal with this other tiger quickly. Shit. I'm not set on that second hit. Ah. Calm down. Calm down. Second hit, not good. Yeah, I can do that way faster. Nah, that second hit was not good. I can do that way faster. I might be a tiny bit ahead, but I'm still not happy with that. That can go way better than that. It's gonna gold, but it's not gonna be that great of a gold. Like, I'm ahead, but like, I can go faster than that. Like, yeah, the dying to tigers is the worrying thing, but I can go better than that. Way better than that. I think the set piece itself was pretty decent, if I'm being honest. It was okay. I don't think it was, like, super amazing. I know I'm saying that with a gold, but, like, I don't think that was pretty good. I'm okay with that. Like, for how much pressure I put myself under for that, I'm okay with that. My one worry now is my weapons for the rest of the run, because I am very low on weapons at this point. We're probably gonna have to go back to Furniture Bantam. which is a bit of a shame because Furniture Bantam is a bit slower. But the nice thing is we do have Furniture as an option for most of the endgame fights. For the Stardust fight, we want to have weapons for sure. As long as I can get through this chapter and have a little bit of weapons left, we should be okay. I'm not quite sure how much I've got of my spare other weapon on right D-pad. That's the one thing that I'm not 100% certain about right now. They were cooperative. I was actually surprised about that, because I didn't count the amount of ninjas that actually had to hit. I thought one of them was, like, way further back in the room. I thought I was going to be in big trouble. Bad menu and bad fight. Shame. Massive shame. I feel like I don't need to muscle soda here. I had 8. I didn't need to muscle soda there. You don't need to do that menu. Yeah, you don't need to do that menu. That's a relic from previous runs. God damn it. That's my old muscle memory kicking in. It's so fucking hard to kick old muscle memory. It's so fucking hard to kick old muscle memory. Cutscene broke. Cutscene broke. Love it when cutscene's breaking this engine. It's so stupid. Love that it just happens casually as well. Like, I had it happen casually with Judgment's Remaster on PS5. On such a long... It was on the cutscene in the finale as well at the start of the Kamurocho set piece. It was so fucking hilarious. It was so fucking good. I'm not gonna let go of sprint until I actually get to this guy's fucking cinematic hitbox now. Yeah, fuck you. I let go of that way too early recently, so fuck that. Right. Hey, a good highway. I had a good highway in my PB, so let's hope for a good highway. Don't like those fights balls. So early. You can probably still push through them and then do the taxi trick, but I don't like doing that. I don't have to. I don't like doing that. No, actually, funnily enough, no. The one before that, the one where you have to protect Mafuyu. That one broke. And it's great because the way that they position it is for one of the heat attacks, Yagami is half in the floor. Like, genuinely half in the floor. It's absolutely hilarious. Okay. So, this bit's nice in K2 because we make use of new physics to be able to just do this. 16. I kind of wanted to use my wooden katana. Do you think I will? Okay. I'm gonna break this sword and then I'm gonna equip my gun. That way I can see how many weapons I got left. Grab the guy in the middle with 2 HP bars. Hopefully he gets the other 2. Sometimes these guys can mess around a little bit. Yang. Called it. I'm keeping a very close watch on my attack buff right now for the man in black. Good. So I have a lot of hits left on my Nameless. I think I can just use my Nameless. I'm fairly certain for this endgame I can just use my Nameless. I think we're good. saw we use for, or saw I use for Kurahashi. I think I just use my nameless. I think we're good. I might use the bench in Dokimoto's. Or I lost time to that fight, so maybe I don't. I'm getting unlucky on my fight spawns today. That's one thing that I wasn't unlucky with in the previous run, was fight spawns. Just gotta make sure we don't taxi to the wrong place for once. Nice. I think it's one wooden sword hit left. I'll double check with this. That's not equipped anyway, I'm stupid. Yeah, because it broke. It's rare you can sometimes get those with, like, the same hit. It sucks. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's fine. Not a gold, but am saving time. I lost quite a bit over my gold there, actually. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I'm not quite sure what went wrong there, outside of maybe the muscle soda menu. Yeah, the muscle soda menu. Okay. Alright. Always check the top right for the goal here, because I always mess up, and sometimes I've done it in the past where I've not gone to Dokimoto's like an absolute idiot. Like I've messed this bit up in the past. I always double check it just to make sure this is Dokimoto, right? Yeah, it's Dokimoto. Yeah, I think it did. Like it's so nice when that happens. It's so rare. I think as well I had one less menu because I didn't muscle soda there, whereas I have in this run. You don't need to. You really don't need to. Is that fight spawn? It's all the way at the end. That may look like it wasn't worth it, but it got rid of this fight spawn. I think that's worth it. I think that's very much worth it. I could have done the taxi trick, but by the time I got down to the end of the road, I don't think I would have got to the vending machines in time. So I think that despawn was probably worth it because of the FOV. So thanks, Max FOV. Appreciate you. May be hard to look at you sometimes, but I do appreciate you quite a bit. Yes, let's go, Daigo. I'm on a strict time limit. We'll see what happens in the finale today, shall we? Yeah. Yeah, it really sucks. The thing that I'm actually mostly worried about, this is gonna sound so stupid, the thing that I always worried about in this chapter is accidentally taxiing to the Millennium Tower and Tenkaichi in the reverse moments, because it's what I did at GDQ, and for some reason, it's so weird how you can do something once and just have like a giant fear put into you, and because I did it at GDQ, it's literally been a giant fear of mine ever since then. Like, it's so stupid. It shouldn't be like that. Also, right D-pad. I think I right D-pad Bantam, see how much hits I've got left, and then either bench Imotos or use Nameless in Imotos and Stardust. I think using bench in Imotos might be the way to go, just in case with this weapon, because I don't think I've got like that much left of it. I like this useful like cone here to tell you where the cutscene's gonna be. I appreciate that. That was right on it. Holy shit. That was right on it. That was very scary. Okay. Excuse me, please. Attack skip. Right D-pad. I'm healed for the end game. Good lad. Good lad walking in front of me like that. What a boss. What an absolute boss. He didn't have to do that. What a boss. Appreciate that. Thank you, fella. Okay, so I think I've got 9 hits left. Stardust. It's either 3 or 4 for the first guy. I think it's 4. And then the rest. It should be okay to use my Nameless here. But I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I think it's okay to use my Nameless, but I don't want to risk it. So I'm going to use the table, I think. If I had a couple more hits, maybe, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to use the table. Because I don't want to fuck up. I'd rather have this fight go a little slower and not fuck up the Stardust fight. Oh, fuck me. I'd rather have this fight fuck up than have the Stardust fight fuck up, he says. Nice sofa blocking my way. Cannot afford time to deal with you, I'm afraid. It's 230. I lose time. I need a good fight in here. I could have used it in Imotos. Yeah, it's fine. I probably used light attacks there as well, but I should use it in Imotos. No, I should use it in Imotos. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I've got a lot of time save in the finale. I have a ridiculous amount of time save in the finale. Like, an absolute ridiculous amount of time save in the finale. I got like a good 30-40 seconds worth that I lost in my PB, let alone what I can save on top of that. But it's probably all coming down to the finale. Once again. I might just taxi again, just to be on the safe side. I know it's a tiny bit slower, but I really don't want to walk through Cabaret with the way that I'm feeling right now. Sometimes nerves get the better of you, and right now nerves are very high to not fuck this up. I wonder if I even needed to do that. I wonder if I actually even needed to do that, considering, you know, I had 8 muscle soda, and that would have been enough, I think. I don't think I needed to do that menu. Come on, Haruka. Come on, Haruka. Like, you should be running here. You shouldn't be taxiing here. Just make that clear. But my nerves are absolutely crazy. Why not? My nerves are shot. I don't want to get into a fight. Yeah, and as Hap says, it's a bit fast because you don't have to do the taxi menu. The only problem is if I get into a fight, that's going to be a problem. This is a PB? Nope, no guarantee. It should be a PB, but... I mean, look at how the finale went the other day. If that happens again, you know? Oh, I know. I'm agreeing with that we should be walking over here so that we don't get the extra taxi menu. Yeah, pace is looking very good. Again, as you all saw the other day, my finale has a good 30 to 40 seconds of like time save in it, and just I don't know. I hate it. It's like LAD, you know, when you have a run where everything relies on, well, I mean, it's most of the time. You have a run that relies on the final goddamn boss that takes like 15 bloody minutes. And yet, listen, have I seen myself choke runs harder than this? Yes, abso-fucking-lutely I have. Absolutely I have. That's the problem. That Legend Judgment run, I know it's a different thing because, you know, Judgment Legend is a much harder run than, I mean, it is a much harder run than obviously any % Kiwami 2, but that doesn't necessarily mean, you know, that it should be that hard because, you know, my first run of Judgment Legend was terrible. Like, I had like 25 to 30 minutes of time save. And I still do, but it's that whole thing of going up against a deathless fucking finale. It's just playing on me, and the disappointment from losing that 20-plus minute run, like 20 minutes ahead run the other day, is just... It's so... There are some speedrunners that can deal with tilt quite easily. I can't. The older I get, the worse I get as well. If I was back when I started speedrunning, like 6-7 years ago, I'd still be my cocky self and be, it's fine, whatever. Like, I'll just, if I mess something up, I'll just do the next bit better. But not in my old age. What if my fingers fall off tomorrow? What's Judgment Legend run with no upgrades? Now that's a point reward and a half. That's a massive point reward and a half. I don't even think I could do Judgment any % with no upgrades. Just because we need the HP. No attack, no fight spawn. Okay, good. Okay, there's the fight spawn. I don't have to walk backwards to deal with it. Lads. Okay, 3.5 second time save. Good. Okay. And it all comes down to this. So, the finale can go as horrifically badly as the start here, because we do need all of these enemies to kind of group together, which sometimes they don't. Looking at you, Paik, who's currently very far behind. That's already started terribly! Come here, fucker! Trust me, I remembered I had spare weaponry. Fuck you! Speaking of spare weaponry, we have the one weapon route, so we're going to be going through the finale by using just this Darkwood sword, and hopefully going fast enough with our attack buffs. There's spare ones, but we don't want to menu too for that many times, we don't have to. Should have been a normal attack. Should have been a normal attack. It's fine. Now, we specifically want to go on the right-hand side here to aggro the guy on the right who's called Seo, because Seo here is a massive pain in the ass. He actually has his AI break, and we can't actually hit him. That's fine. Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm still doing my puns. The faster you go here, the less you have to worry about replenishing your muscle soda in this bit. Again, sword breaks barricades in one hit, which is great. That should be a normal attack, not a thing. Just hoping you would come forward. A bit slow, but still fine. After this one, throw it. What we want to do is pick up this Chinese saber. This is going to be our big attack weapon for the finale. Grab this sword here and put it away. We're going to use that for the bosses prior to the last one. And we want to grab ourselves a free healing item there if we need it. Good one, Soft Affinity. And we want to grab ourselves this sword here. This is going to be our sword that we use for, hopefully, the entirety of this bit. So I'm going to try and get these two next enemies to be grouped quite together. You can get that Chinese sword as well if you're a newer player and you're a bit worried about your weapon route. But you should be pretty good here. Perfect. Because now, with both of them being hit, this QT will take out the both of them. Now, you want to, in the next bit, you can do it here or in the next cutscene, you want to hold L2. It's very important you do that, because with auto camera turned off, holding L2 will stop us from using heat attacks. With the FOV so high, it's going to stop enemies from spawning at the very, very end. So we're going to start swinging and hitting as many enemies as possible. Run forward so that we get the enemy spawn behind us. I want to go after them guys first. I'm going to move forward a little bit because of the spawns on the left being a little bit of a pain in the ass. You don't want to go that far forward. Should be good. Bad last enemy, but okay other than that. This bit sucks because there are enemies here that have grenades. So you really don't want to hit the grenades. Should have used strong. I should also have done my menu in that previous menu there. This is going to lose me time. Here is the man in black. I could actually tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to start attacking. Okay. I knew I had 4 hits. I knew I'd take him out. Okay. I'll menu upstairs instead. Okay. Still the same amount of sword hits as the other sword. Saved me doing a bad menu. Can't complain. Can't complain. Now let's not fuck this up. So, I'm gonna go here, and we're gonna menu before we get on these stairs. We're gonna use Muscle Soda. We're gonna go into our menu. We're gonna equip the Darkwood Sword and the Chinese Saber. Remember, the Chinese Saber is on which button you've got it on, because your Chinese Saber is exclusively for this guy. 1 hit. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up now. One hit into it. Excuse me? Oh my fucking god, it's happening again! It's happening again. It's fucking happening again. I think I did it too early. I think I did it way too early. Fuck. Fucked it up again. How do I keep fucking the finale up every fucking time? What is it with my finales lately that I keep fucking up on? Like, bruh. Fucking hell. I have to replenish my muscle soda during Daejim Kim now. Fucking hell. What is it with my finales? Every fucking time. 3 times safe for next time, guys. Move forward here, this time. Don't stay backwards. Reki pace, not anymore. Not after that fight. Good. This is always XX, cancel out with circle. This will load up the next QTE, which you want to do. Walk backwards here. Do not walk towards Daejim Kim. Shit. Not a great Daejim Kim. So, the reason why you want to walk away from Daejim Kim's Feel the Heat is because when you do the Feel the Heat, Daejim Kim actually makes you put your weapon away. There should be a PB. I don't think it's Reki after Ryuji 2. How do you fuck up Ryuji 2 like that? There is a long mid-fight QTE. Hey, numbnuts, up D-pad. Don't get the wrong fucking weapon out today, yeah? Jesus Christ. It just goes to show where you also need to practice the endgame. Like... So, hit Ryuji as he's getting up. Very good. Do the QTE. That's not world record. Nani? Fuck is that? This actually might be. I don't fuck this up. That's world record. Even with a fucked up Ryuji 2. Oh shit. Time save in the finale. Fuck Ryuji 2. Wow, even with that Ryuji 2. Holy shit. Was that close to my gold in my finale? Why was my finale so fucking bad? Jesus. Fucking hell. I've not been on world record pace in K2 in over a year. Jesus Christ. Who knew that learning the proper drink route, the proper weapon route, and, you know, playing more consistently would help you out? Jesus. That's gonna get beaten. Like, I'm excited and I'm happy. I'm not... That's gonna get beaten. Like, Ryu's gonna beat that. Big No-No's gonna beat that. Tap will hopefully beat that. Look at that bad Ryuji 2. That's terrible. That's actually terrible. Shout out to Osaka Castle not fucking up for once. It wasn't even a good Osaka Castle. I was distracted by OG1. Understandable. Understandable. I understand after running that game. Jesus Christ. OG1's a good run, though. OG1's a very good run. Like... Hi, new PS3. I see you down there. I need to set that up. God, I need to set that up. I need to go back to... I do want to go back to OG1. I don't want to go back to OG1 the most. I want to go back to OG2. Like, I did one run of OG2 and it was on the night that Lost Judgment came out. We did not give OG2 the time it deserves. OG1 has good tech as well. Has Big No-No managed to route some better things into OG2, or are we still going on current strats that are kind of scary in the late game? So if you all think the late game of this is scary, wait till you see OG2. OG2's late game is oh, there's not that many things in Yakuza runs that scare me, but OG2's late game, that scares me. Still all you? Nice, good. Yeah, OG2 scares me. OG2 scares the living shit out of me. What's got the balls to touch that shit? Prove you wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck OG2. I love OG2, but I need to do runs of it. This was not single run, there were resets. We're 3.5 hours into the stream, there were a couple of resets. I didn't even think that chapter 1 was that good, but I think I saved like 10 seconds in it. We'll look at the splits in a second. We have to skip these cutscenes, unfortunately, because of bloody sim. Oh, I'll mute it for once. I'm gonna blow Date, goddamn. I have not been on world record pace in K2 in a year. That's absolutely stunning. And that can go way better than that. That's a good run. That's a very good run. I can't, you know, complain of a run that gets world record. But there's so much time save in this run still. And I want to rework fucking Clan Creator to save like a good like 10 seconds. Imagine waking up in the morning and going, you know what I want to do today? I want to rework Clan Creator. So my best, we'll see in a second, because there's a lot of green in this end game that I was kind of hoping would be gold. So, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna mute this in a second. Sorry, VOD watchers, we have to mute this so that the VOD doesn't get muted. Kind of need this VOD now. I'm glad I hit record on that just in case as well. Oh dear, goodbye Sim. Fuck you, Sim. Fuck you, Sim. I still don't feel like I'm done with K2, because even I'm looking at this like, boy, there were bad parts of this run. Oh no. Oh no, you can't show this on Twitch. TOS is being broken. It's gonna get beaten. Ryu had the splits that Ryu posted, Ryu had very good pace going into chapter 12. I think Ryu's chapter 1, even with my gold today, is like a good 5 to 10 seconds faster. Like, my chapter 1 is terrible. My chapter 3 is terrible. Like, I cannot overstate how garbo my chapter 3 is. And I'm still thinking of rerouting and going on the left side of that as well. Fucking Christ. the amount of ideas to try and save a tiny bit of time that are in my head right now, I've not done this with K2 in like 2 years. Like, not until we did the big reroute for weapons and stuff. Like, well, K2 was always weapons, but like, not until we did the big, like, weapon, like, optimization reroute. I feel like with, if that one guy, that we can't use it as the only evidence because you know what K2 is like with its randomness. That one time we went on the left-hand side in that failed run, that actually went really well. Like, surprisingly fast. Left side lobby might be better. I'm thinking it. Like, if that gun guy on the right always goes forward or backwards even, like he did, we could either use one of the guns in front of us that gets dropped, or it should just be that guy with everybody else close enough to us. Like, that's my thought. Yeah, because the left side gun guy is always behind you, but on the right-hand side, there's only one gun guy. So if we... you'd have to deal with a gun guy anyway, and you're either going to have the gun guy on the left going backwards, or potentially the gun guy on the right going that way, towards where we want to go. Which is the one time that it happened today, so, you know, you can't use that as, like, the actual science. But what if? What if it happened all the time? I'll bring back the audio for the last cutscene. Like, what if that happened? What if that works? What if that works? Shout out to Oldered as well, telling me not to be an idiot and to use the quicker taxi. Thumbs up. Once again, don't know why for years I've been going to that slower taxi, but I have been. Not anymore. And that was with a bad Mahjong part of the fight as well. Like, once again, the only good Mahjong Jambalaya fight is in 0 any %. Because thank God you have guns for that fight. Fuck any fight in Mahjong Jambalaya. That place sucks ass. Up until Zero's like rework, every single Mahjong Jambalaya fight was just get lucky, hope it's not terrible. Now at least with 0 any %, it's now just shoot those guys. It's not terrible anymore. Thumbs up. Good actual shit. Which taxi? Okay, so in chapter 4, in the shopping part, when going to Junka in Club Sega, I always taxied to East Shichifuku at the top right. And then, as Alder pointed out, why don't you go to the WoW Bridge, which is closer by like 3 or 4 seconds? And it is. You just turn around, and there's also no chance of a fight spawn. How did we not... You always did that too? I'm stupid. Like, how did we never think that was faster? And here's the thing, the taxi menu isn't worse either, because the top right taxi is down by 3, whereas around bridge is up by 4. You lose like, what, 0.2 of a second to taxiing? And you gain the rest back by being closer? You blame me? Same. Yes, nameless katana for small, Nashino, the 16-bit guy. Because I did route that in when I came back to this briefly during GDQ practice, I remember now. I hate muscle memory, it's the worst thing when doing speedruns. But yeah, this is a good sign of what can happen if you learn the proper routes. Like, by doing the proper drink route that Tap and Big No-No do, that cuts out a drink route for me. I didn't have to go and do the drinks in chapter 13, that was on me. You can delay that one with that route. That's old me, bad muscle memory getting in the way. With the weapon route as well, as you saw there, with no extra pickups, I still had enough weapons all the way through chapter 13. And I managed to... I am so glad that I used that nameless katana against Song in the finale. Because he was going to cost me like 10 seconds. That man wanted my run dead. And that's what I keep saying about the old, that's what I keep saying about the old finale, especially the starting bit. You get a couple of enemies that don't stand next to you, you can just lose a bunch of time. The thing that I should have done is I should have paid more attention to my minimap, noticed the enemies behind me were all together, hit them first, and then hit the ones in front of me, because then at that point, the last one, Song and Paik should have caught up, and then they would have all been together. So... that's why I like K2. There's a lot of like doing things on the fly depending on like what's happening. There's usually like a route for the most part, but obviously missing enemies walking off and stuff like that Like, you gotta be careful. You've got to be very careful. It's the same with, like, other Yakuza runs, but, like, I really, like, I hate this, because I want to use more crowbars, but I don't. There's a couple of things that I need to, like, get a little bit more solid. Again, my chapter 3 is terrible. I think left side lobby is going to be faster if we can get consistent results. Clan Creator I want to rework by having Majima and Grey Tracksuit Guy at the top, and then figure out what to do with everybody else on the bottom path. Maybe Nishida and Gun Guy. It's only one wave, so theoretically, it should be okay for just Nishida and Gun Guy to be down there. And then have the red guy at the top at the barricade, just in case one sneaks past Majima and Grey Tracksuit Guy. I actually quite like that idea. That way you can have Majima and Grey Tracksuit Guy there for waves 1 through 5. Like maybe push Majima over, or Grey Tracksuit Guy over a tiny bit, because for the Majima we use 3 squares from the right. So if we brought Grey Tracksuit Guy in between where waves 1 and 3 spawn, so kind of in the middle, Grey Tracksuit Guy, or you could just move him between each wave. That would also be the smart thing to do. That way we could try and remove, using Majima's skill, because it should have both Grey Tracksuit Guy and Majima there to hopefully destroy them quickly. And then also, obviously, hopefully not have anyone from Wave 2 go in, and then also have both of them there for the start of Wave 3. So you'd also still bring the other 3 back for the beginning of Wave 3, but those 3 would be at the very bottom, or like in the barricade, for backup to stop anyone going through, and then Majima, Grey Tracksuit Guy would be dealing with hopefully everyone at the top. The one downside I could see about that is a couple of the enemies on the left-hand side, like a bit further towards the camera, making it past Majima and Grey Tracksuit Guy, and then not going down too fast. And then you would have to wait for Majima or Grey Tracksuit Guy to come over. So maybe Grey Tracksuit Guy goes in the middle. Maybe at one point in Wave 2, you bring Grey Tracksuit Guy over ahead of time. I don't like how I'm trying to theorize Clan Creator. I don't like this.